Good morning. It's 6:08 on Saturday, the 25th of May. It's 42 degrees. Sunrise is at 4:51. Sunset's at 8:07, and Flynn is focused on the hair over here. See if I can get him to go to the driveway. Come on, let's go. Let's go. Come. Come on, Flynn. No. No. Come on, let's go. Good boy. Good puppy. No, didn't do too much yesterday. Did take a nap. And then I got motivated and pulled the chipper out of the barn. There was tops of a couple of pine trees that came down. At the south tree line of the south field. They were blocking a path to mow. That had to get cut and chipped up. So I took care of that, and then you see the pine trees here. I'd like to cut them up about 6 feet so I can drive the mower underneath. A nice close cut, although we missed over here. There were 3 small pine trees that I trimmed up like that on the there's an open field that borders the south field, so it's a chore trying to cut around those. Always getting hit in the face with the pine tree branches. So I trimmed them up. There was another pine tree that was right 5 feet from a real big pine tree. That didn't need to be there, so I cut that out. And some of the stuff was too big to chip, so I loaded it in a gator. I'm gonna take it to where I dump all the bigger stuff. And the skies opened up. It started to rain. So that stuff is still sitting in the bed of the gator. And the chipper is still hooked up to the gator. When we were down at Maple Lane Farms, we picked up some bacon burgers. Hamburgers with pork ground up with it. Sort of like almost a meatloaf, but without lamb. And we had the first couple of those. I grilled up 4. I had 2, we had 1. I should have only had 1. They were huge. And we had bought hamburger rolls in Hanford, and the burgers were a ½ inch. Stick it out all around on the rolls to give you some perspective as to how big the burgers are. They didn't shrink much. Normally you get the burger, it shrinks up, but these didn't shrink. So we'll be buying those again. I should put the kinker gloves on. These work gloves are too cold. But 42, I'm not seeing any mosquitoes. Nobody's spawning in there. Flynn. Must be a mole or something. Come on, bud, let's go. I'm looking back at a rock I tripped over. Oh boy. So, that was pretty much yesterday. A little yard work and then barbecue. Had a couple of beers. And watched some Netflix. Been watching a series called Evil. Rita picked it out, and never heard of it. It's okay. Just something to pass time. Make sure I'm recording here. Yep. Couldn't see the blue light flashing on top of the camera. We got sunlight. And on Memorial Day weekend. Now it was 9 years ago, maybe 10 years ago, that we were sitting in the RV. We had a Gulfstream Sun Voyager, and we were parked at Brother Tom's place on Memorial Day weekend, and he was out cutting the grass and it started to snow. 10 years ago this weekend. And actually, reminds me, 10 years ago this weekend, that same RV had a problem with the flush valve on the toilet, and I joined Amazon Prime, ordered the part I needed, and it was delivered the very next day. Back then, I think Amazon Prime was $30 a year. go. Come on, let's go. Flynn, come on. Get some buddies up for a long weekend because I heard a group of ATVers flying by. I don't know whether ATVs or side-by-sides, but they blew by here doing 40 to 50 miles an hour. And later in the day, they came back south. Didn't see who they were. But they were moving. A little bit of a breeze, you can see right there. Not bad, maybe 4 miles an hour. I think I could probably fly the drone. There's an app I have on the iPad. I think it's called UAV, the forecast. And tells you how many satellites in the area, what the visibility is, the wind speed, the temperature, and ultimately it tells you whether it's safe to fly or not. I don't think they talk about it much, but Brother Bill flies a powered parachute. I don't remember the last time he flew it, but he's got it parked over at Brother Tom's place. He'll be up here, I guess, in 2 weeks. Yeah, he definitely got a wind blowing from the west. We're right up that corridor. Here you go, bud. Well, moose, cows should be calving if they haven't already. Last year was the first time I saw a moose calf right at the bottom of Route, right at the bottom of North Road by Route 6. The calf was following the cow. I've had it on the cellular cameras, or other game cameras, but I've never had it, never seen one. Flynn, come on. And I was going through some old game camera pictures, and a couple of years back there was a cow with 2 calves. I don't know how frequent that happens, but they were twins. Flynn and I went for a long walk last night. I took him down to see where I tripped up the trimmings of that pine tree. What do we got here? Deer. And here's that. What's that nut? What that is? Looks like a rubber grommet. It's weird when it catches your eye. What is there? Yeah, more deer track. Flynn. What are you smelling, bud? Come on. Come on, you're all out of water. Let's go. Come on, in the house. Oh, there's a house for sale in Springfield proper, right on Route 6 across from Smith's. Been empty for the 10 years we've been here, 9 years. And there had been a nice shortwave or ham CB antenna that had fallen over. The radio towers were removed. The grounds were cleaned up, mowed, and the house is up for sale now. I think the house was built in 1900. Needs some work, but right on the main road there for, I think it was $40,000. Not sure of the acreage. I think it was might have been an acre, but it's 100 feet from the snowmobile trail. And right across the street from Smith's General Store. 200 feet from the post office. 500 feet from the pizza place, sandwich place. And 30 miles from Lincoln. let's go. Flynn, come on. Oh. The house needs a lot of work, but for 40,000 bucks, you get out of that brown hole in New York City or brown hole in New Jersey. There's still moisture in the ground from yesterday's rain, so if you wanted to drive on the road, you're not going to kick up any dust right now. I'm sure the sun is going to cook that moisture out. Come on, bud, let's go. Bud, come on. Bud, come on. I have to shoot Jenny a note. She hasn't cut the grass. Whether she's down in New Hampshire. Actually, I don't know where her son lives. We'll probably go to Lincoln today. We run low on half and half and run out of beer. I don't know what kind of bird that is. Pretty song. Got a vehicle coming. Here's something. That's been jet. That's the bronchi I tripped over. I didn't trip over, I just kicked it out of the hole. Come. A lot of the apple trees have buds on them, or blossoms, whatever. I got 3 pear trees in the yard south of the house, big yard, and one of them had flowers, and I think most of the flowers are coming off now. We've only seen one hare today. Oh boy. I'm ready for a cup of coffee. How fast the grass grows. I was ready to wake up the frost to move today, but 41. That was a low, I think. I'll check. I think that's a blue jay. Alright, that's going to wrap it up. Thanks for watching. Go get Flynn his treats. Right, bud?